Hey everybody, here is a demo on how to get homework 1 done. So here I am in Replit. I have gone to my REPLs folder. It doesn't really matter. You probably won't have anything in here, or maybe 1 or 2 things, but you want to find the Create REPL button. It'll be either here or up here. And when you click on it, choose the top one, which should be HTML, CSS, JS for JavaScript. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to name it homework 1. Maybe I'll just say DES 341. You can put spaces in here. I don't know why okay, so there you go. And then you don't have to upgrade to private. It's all fine. It'll be public by default. Create REPL. And then first thing I would say is upload the images that you want to use. And I would recommend putting them in their own folder. So here's my files. If you don't see them, you just need to click on the files icon to pop this open. There's a new folder button right here. So I can click add folder. And I'm going to put all my images in a images folder to make my life easier. And then let's see, add file. So I think you can click on add file. No, I have to do upload. So I'm going to upload, let's see. I'll just upload a file and see if it'll let me do multiple. So mine are here. Let's see if I can find them quickly. Assignments? No. I need this to be, there we go. Okay. Should be in homework. Sorry for my messy files. Homework 1. Okay. Mine are all in here. Let's see if I can do all of them. So I just selected, I did a Command A. On a PC, it's Control A to select all. Or you can just click on one and then Shift click on the top one, and it'll select all of them for you. Sorry, my dogs are barking. So now these are here. I don't think they by default just end up in the main directory. So then you have to click on all of them again. Oh, you have to drag them all one at a time. It's kind of a pain. It's easier once you get one dragged in to close the folder. There we go. Whoop. Okay, it'll open anyway, so we'll just do what we gotta do. Okay, so as you can see, there's a hierarchy going on here. So there's a main directory, which has index, images, script, and style. And then inside images, there's a bunch of files. And that'll be important when we want to link to our images. So here's my first page. You always want your first page to be index.html. So I'm going to say the title of mine is how to open a bag of chips. So I want that to be in my H1. And then below that, I'm going to add an image. So it's IMG, and then the attribute is SRC equals quote, quote. And I'm just going to close it. I always like to kind of open and close my tags so that I don't miss that last caret. Remember, the image tag is the one that doesn't have to be, there's not a second tag to close it. It's just a single. And so let's see if I named these correctly. Cool. HW1 intro. So I want to go in the images directory. So I'm going to say, okay, HTML, go to images and find a file called hw1 intro.png. And then let's just see if that works. So I'm going to hit play and then just, okay, cool. I have an H1 and I have my picture. So you can do a couple things. You can put your links backwards, like the backward and forward links below, or you could put them right next to. So I have these arrows that I found on the internet. Oh, they're not going to show them. Well, we'll put them in there and then I'll show them to you. So just to be lazy, I'm going to copy this image source tag and paste it. So now I have an image and then an image, and then the right arrow I'm going to put here. So I've got kind of 3 images in a row. I'm going to just like put little line breaks so we can see them better. So my first image is going to be arrow left. I actually don't need arrow left on the first page, but it's easier for me to just duplicate this page and then erase it than it is for me to like not put it in, if that makes sense. I'll try to make more sense of that in a minute. Okay, so I put in a left arrow on the left side of the image, then the middle image is my lovely face with short hair, and then there is the right arrow image. So let's see if that's working okay. I see an arrow. So this page is really small. I'm going to open it up and see if they're all on the same line. They should be. Come on, Replit. Let's do it. Come on. You can do it. Do, 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 do. Please. Come on. Well, let's see if I can just... Oh, weird. Why? Oh, I forgot how I made these images. They're actually... It's one image. Come on. This preview is not working so great today. This is... we won't be using Replit for the whole class. Okay, so what I did was I put 4 images all together. So I'll show you if I shrink this page down. That's a command minus will make the page. So see, my arrows are down there. They're to the left and right. This is one file, actually. I just did this in Photoshop and just because I wanted to have like four pictures in one. So here's my intro picture. I'm going to put it right back to normal size. So it's whatever. It's sort of working the way I want it. I can make this image a little smaller in a minute. Okay, so we're mostly there. One thing I want to do is I want to make sure that I also have like some sort of default link. So I need a link around arrow left and a link around arrow right. So I'm going to say A, and then the attribute is href equals something. And then this one needs to close, and I want it to close at the other side of arrow left so that the thing that's clickable is the image. I'm going to put a pound sign in here as a sort of default link to make sure that when I check and see if this is working, that it actually is a link, because some browsers won't. So see how when I mouse over that, I turn to a pointer. Some browsers won't register if there's like nothing in here. So a pound symbol is like a good cheat for that. So let's just put that over arrow right. And then we'll copy that closing one. Okay, so here's basically the template. How to open a bag of chips. We could add a paragraph below, maybe. First, inspect the bag. Right, that'll be my sort of whatever text that goes on the page. So it looks something like this. Oh, well, I think you can see that. I have these weird recording things over it, but I think you guys can see the paragraph. Okay, let's make that image a little smaller. So let's go, we're going to do a little bit of CSS. I'm going to give this let's see. Yeah, I'm going to give it a class name. I'm just going to say class equals nar. Nar is a good name. Okay, and then now that I have this class of nar, this file by default, like the templates are great on Replit, they already are linking to the style.css file. So let's go change the width of the main image. So I'm on that middle image. I'm going to keep the arrows the size that they are. So just the nar image I'm going to change. So I'm going to go to style and I'm going to say, with classes, you want to do dot before them. So I'm going to say dot nar. And then I'm going to say width colon, and let's just make it like 70% of whatever it is, because we just want it to be a little smaller. Okay, I'm going to save, go back. I'm going to hit play on the index page and then refresh. My image is a little smaller, and now I can get these arrows in. I'm not going to worry about centering the whole page yet. And just, I wouldn't worry about it for homework 1. There's enough. Okay, so I have a pretty good template. Now all I really have to do is I can right click on index. I can say duplicate. And then this is actually, index is always going to be page 1, right? So I'm going to call this one, come on. Why are you being like this? Page 2. Make sure you don't have any spaces in these HTML file names. You always want them to be no spaces. And if you want to do a space, you can do a dash or an underscore, but just don't do a space. Also avoid doing numbers as your HTML file names. Okay, so now when we click on page 2, oops, I gotta click out. There we go. Page 2. Oh yeah, another thing, so that we know which page we're on index, let's just change this title to, we'll just call it homepage or page 1, whatever you want. So page 2, I'm going to change this to page 2. And now, for this one, all I have to do is change the, let's see, intro. I can't remember which one's which. Knife, pull. Okay, pull. Homework 1 pull is the first one. Pull. And then, so I'm on page 2, right? So I want to be able to, if I click left on the arrow, I want to go back to index.html. And I know I'm going to call page 3 page -3. So I'm going to say page -3.html. Make sure you've got that HTML part. So the right arrow will go to page 3. The left arrow will go back to the home page. And the reason why I just left the index page with like generic links is because I'll just do that last because I can keep using it as the template. So let's just like try out page 2. So if I click on page 2 and play, it should give me page 2. No. Okay, so here's the home page. You could either just put page 2 in that link, or you can go / page -2.html, and that'll get you there too. So here's page 2, trying to tear open the bag. And then inspect the bag, try to pull open the bag. Okay. And so on and so forth. So I'll just kind of go through the motions of page 3. So I can duplicate this one, change it to, I did the same thing. Page -3. And then this one is try to tear open the bag. I made the image be HW1 tear, right? Tear. Okay, and then this is going to go to page 4, page -4.html. This one's going to go to page -2, right? Because we're on page 3 right now. You can change that. And so on until you get to all 5 pages. And and make sure that you test going forward and back. So you should always be able to go back and forth. If you don't want to use arrows, if you don't want to use images for your links, you can always just say previous and next, or back and forward, whatever you want to do. You can also just like put a link, like you could have, if you want to get fancy, you can have like links to all the pages on top. Like I'll just do like an intro. Like you could say oops. Page, I'll get that weird thing in a minute. Page 1. And then maybe like space, and then page 2, page 3. So like a nav on top, and then when you click on the image, so the image would have a link that just takes you to the next page. So you can always get to any page, but as long as the image has a link on it, you can get there. Whichever way you want to do it is fine. The goal of this is to just get you used to linking to images and linking to different pages, and how that stuff works. When you are done, you are going to you're going to click on version control. So click here. You're going to click on this create a Git repo. And it's going to take you here. You want branch master, that's fine. So it's basically like it gets to this page and you want to say connect to GitHub. So this is my GitHub account. This is what I'm going to call my repository. Sounds great to me. You can add a description if you want. Keep it public. Private costs $9 or something a month. And then click Create GitHub. And there you go. When you, let's see, what's the easiest way? When you're done publishing it, let me see where this takes you. Okay, perfect. Click on that link that I just clicked on. So this link, after it's done, so this, it should say version control. When you click on it, this is the link that you want to post. And I will talk about, okay, I'm just going to keep going. So once you get to this page, if you click on settings and you can go to pages and then scroll down, you can just choose master. That's the branch. We'll talk about branches later. That's all you need to do. Root is correct. And then you're going to click save. The page will refresh and your site will publish here. Now, the thing is, it takes about 5 minutes for it to publish. So you will probably get this 404 page. Do not worry about it. Just check back in 5 minutes. Another cheater way is if you just go ahead and type in index.html, it should take you, still not published. It should take you to your index page. Okay, so if you send me this link for your homework, I will be able to get to your work. Okay, cool. I will talk to you very soon in like an hour. Yeesh. Okay, bye.